But now I'm really excited to have Eric Wu. Someone said the other night, well, this has been going on in real estate forever, Opendoor. It's called 1-800 I'll buy your house. Little signs in the middle of the country in Sonoma County.
Yeah.
And I said, actually, I think Eric is up to something far more sophisticated and certainly better capitalized in those little signs.
Hope so.
But let's talk. I've been saying recently, and I've done this before and been wrong, but I think these guys at Opendoor, Eric, and I think a new company called Knock, I do think they're turning things upside down because they're owning the transaction. And when you own the transaction, you can really make some changes. I want to get to that, but let's start with, when you looked at this, Eric, you were at, Trulia,
Yep.
so you had a lot of experience. What's the pain points you're attacking here in the real estate transaction to start with?
Well, first, thanks for having me. I'm excited to be here. Actually, this is the 5th year I've been here.
Oh, well, great to have you.
I think 5 years ago we were talking about MLS data and maps, but a lot of companies here are really building the future of real estate. I'm excited to see that. The pain points in the old world. I think we can all agree that transacting in real estate today is not easy. And oftentimes go back to my first experience with buying a house, was uncertain about the pricing. I don't know if the timing was right. And I remember reading this 50-page inspection report and being
Did you actually read it?
I did,
Oh,
every single line, and being told this is normal. And quite frankly, I thought the transaction was confusing, from spuds to binzers to negotiations. But I think at Opendoor, we're taking this 100-day plus process today, full of uncertainty and risk for agents and sellers, and making it a few clicks online.
So that's pretty vague from Eric. You're a smart guy. Let's cut to the chase. You're buying houses.
We are.
So you have a pile of money in your bank account. You're going in and you're going, I'm the seller. Let's just walk through it. I'm a seller. I'm happy. And what do? You come to me and say what?
Well, there's really 3 core values we're providing to sellers, right? So it's simplicity, certainty, and speed.
In simplicity, you write me a check right away?
Well, it's more subtle than that. You can go online, receive an instant quote of your home's value.
Is that like his estimate or something more sophisticated?
It's similar to his estimate, but it's an offer to buy your house, and it's a fair market price.
With a price?
Exactly.
Offer to buy.
And so we really view it as skipping the lines. You take this 100-day plus process, and there's a 14% chance that your home does not close at the very end.
Let me ask you, do you know I want to sell, or are you just, am I on the MLS, or are you just randomly sending me this?
We have a lot of realtors and sellers who come to us direct.
Oh,
they go online, they type in their address, and there's instances where we come in and actually purchase the home after a deal's fallen through. So it's really providing this simple experience.
So the realtors look at you as just another buyer?
At times they do, but it's really a tool in their toolbox. And so
Gotcha.
they use it for their clients. If the deal falls through, they can use Opendoor. Sellers really value the convenience and certainty of the experience.
And what's the quickest you've ever closed in one of these?
We close a lot of homes in less than a week.
Less than a week. So you make me an offer, you say it's a fair market offer. Is that based on an algorithm, some black box you've invented, or?
Well, we have a 15-person data science team really focused on the valuation piece, and it's about precision. And so it goes beyond just modeling MLS data.
Yeah.
We incorporate the qualitative aspects of a home, such as the view, the condition of the kitchen, and things similar to there's location information that we take in as well.
So you buy it,
Right.
like kind of instantly, no lender. Is there a lender involved? Usually not.
Not with us.
So you take that friction out.
Right.
Are you doing automated documentation or anything else in that process, or?
Yeah, from a technology standpoint, we really have decomposed every step of the transaction for the seller and now for the buyer. And we're building software to automate a lot of those processes. And again,
Let's go through what some of those are. Instant offer.
Right.
What are some other showings? You have these 24/7 showings. Is that true? Have you heard about this? It's 24-hour showings. The thing that worries me about that is, I think Chris Rock said anyone taking money out of an ATM at 2 in the morning is probably doing something wrong. Someone that's looking at an open house, for the after party. Is that a good idea? Or is it people getting off work or something?
It's really based on this notion that we've listed all of the pain points for buyers, and one of the big pain points for agents and buyers is the showing experience. And so the goal here is to enable any one of our customers to view the house anytime on their schedule.
Gotcha.
It's not necessarily about the technology, but it's about the consumer behavior. And so our homes see 3 times as many views. And we have all these interesting stories of people who visit the house every day before it closed to really plan out that move.
And so you keep it open so they can keep visiting. I'm getting a message, speak up, so I think you got to project.
All right.
You're one of those thoughtful guys that really, concentrates. So 24-hour open houses. Now let's talk about money-back guarantees, another dimension. I've been told by many in the real estate industry, we've done that. That's not new, but what's different about yours? And is that a real promise or one of these 1-800 money-back guarantees things?
It's a good question. I think the best companies.
By the way, I'm a fan of what you're doing, Eric. I just got to ask you all these questions.
It's fair. The best companies provide a warranty. They stand behind their product. This is Apple, Tesla, even Amazon. And so, the genesis of this idea stemmed from a simple survey to every one of our buyers, which asked the question, what is stressful about the purchase? And there's two key results. One is that they weren't certain that they loved the house. And the second was they're worried about the condition of the home. And so we said, okay, we're the principal in the transaction. We own the house. We can solve this. And so with every one of our homes, we provide a 30-day satisfaction guarantee.
So you live in it for a while and then you move all your shit out, or how does that work?
Well, I think one way to think about it is, you could do that. This is the largest purchase that anyone makes.
Right.
And if they're unhappy with the noise or the commute time, or they know there's more crime, we want to be there so that they can, again, it's behind this promise that every buyer should love the home, and we want to stand behind that.
Gotcha. Have you had anybody move all their stuff out, or?
The program just launched, and so it comes with two things, which is, again, this satisfaction guarantee, and it comes with a 2-year warranty that's best in class. And so people are using the warranty now.
Now, they have a 2-year warranty to what?
All of the systems, anything that's wrong with the house.
Not like a typical warranty.
Right.
Not the $49 warranty.
Roof, electric, plumbing. And again, it's the goal is to ensure that the buyer has peace of mind after they've moved into the home.
Now, I've been told that you all are capitalized so well that you may start self-insuring this stuff so you cut out all these middlemen. Is that true? Like title insurance, warranties? And is that some of the pain points and friction that you've identified that maybe you can wipe out, or is that premature?
I think it's premature. I think ultimately we want to use software to make the process more efficient, cheaper, better, faster.
Right.
And if we can accomplish that and rebuild the infrastructure of real estate, we can pass those savings back on to the buyer and seller.
So I remember when I started HomeGain, and we were about 5 years into it, we hadn't figured out our business model, and one of my investors, Jay Hogue at TCV, said, we'd probably been better off just buying a bunch of houses. We would have made a lot of money instead of, it turned out all good for Jay, but at the time, it was at that moment. Are you a real estate investor, or are you a technology company? And are you using real estate investing to figure out all the secrets of real estate, or what's your plan here? You're working the float, you're flipping them. Teague, my writer, who writes about you a lot, he thinks you're great, but he's still scratching his head. I scratch my head here. What is it you're up to, Eric?
I guess we're a bit of both.
Yeah.
We kind of view our opportunity as similar to Amazon in e-commerce, where they're rebuilding the infrastructure of e-commerce with the warehouses, supply chain management, data, identity, payments, and ultimately delivering on a one-click shopping experience. We want to do the same in real estate, where we're taking a look at all the pain points and all the infrastructure of real estate.
So if you control the inventory, you figure that out versus?
I think we can truly deliver a differentiated experience for buyers and sellers if we can rebuild a lot of the infrastructure. And ultimately, we want to be able to deliver for buyers and sellers a one-click experience.
Gotcha. How many from Arizona here? Have you had an experience with Eric? Anybody? Who are you? Just tell us real quick. Friend or foe of Eric? We want to treat this man with dignity.
I'm Jeff Seabach.
You're who?
Jeff Seabach.
Jeff, what's this experience?
We bought a house that he fixed up and sold.
That Eric sold?
Well, Opendoor sold, yes. Not Eric.
Yeah, okay, so you bought it. A good experience?
Sure.
So for you it was a deal, so who cares, right? You got paid?
It's never just a deal for us. We have perspective when we care about our clients.
Of course you do. I love my people.
It was a good experience.
Cool. Thank you for that data point. So you are figuring a lot of stuff out, which I'm impressed by. Fast forward a year or 2 years, if you and I were sitting here, What's on that whiteboard? What's the vision? Where do you imagine you being? Like, you're in how many markets now?
So today we're in 2 markets in
Arizona
transacting. Arizona and Texas. We're doing about 350 purchases a month. And in
You're buying 350 a month?
right. And in 12 months, our goal is to be in 10 markets and be doing over 1,000 transactions a month.
Now, my son who was here earlier, I don't know where he went, but he, typical Cal, he's an investor, and he's a gang of young, smart kids in Oakland, and they're very analytical about investing, and they're kind of the next generation.
Yeah.
And I always send him these business models and say, what do you think? And his comment was, Dad, real estate investing and rolling property is art and science, and it can change on you any minute. And there's a lot of complexities to it. Do you have that real estate investing savvy, or can an algorithm really figure that out?
Well, I think the reason why our service is valuable to sellers is because, again, today the process takes over 100 days, and if the market turns, they have to change their life, right? They're moving because of a job or sizing up because of a family. And the reason why people love the service is there's no risk in the transaction. There's certainty of execution.
Yep.
As a result, we take on that risk.
Gotcha. So 2 markets, 17, how many markets? How many of these people will know Opendoor?
We want to be in 10 major markets in 2017.
10 major. So the second one again was?
So we're in Dallas, in Phoenix,
Right.
And we're launching Las Vegas in 6 to 8 weeks.
Did you read the story today about Las Vegas in the Journal?
I didn't.
Yeah, there's a great story that Las Vegas has still got the recovery there has been really slow. How do you see that? Opportunistic to get into a market that's still kind of shaky, or?
You know, I think the business isn't really built around making a forecast on the future.
Yeah.
You know, it's about providing the best possible experience to the customer who's selling their home and really values certainty and convenience. And so we're agnostic to whether the market's moving up or down or flat.
By the way, you won the Innovator Award last year for company, and I think you're nominated this year. We hope to see you at the Bash. I don't know, I don't have the secret results, but the reason you're there last year and this year is we all think you're really innovating, and we love the fact you're taking a chance to change this industry. So thank you for being here, and keep up the good work.
Thanks, Brad.